Hello, this is Geometry, topic 2-5. We're going to be talking about the effects of changing dimensions on volume. So before we talk about the effects of changing dimensions on area, this is going to be relatively similar. So volume of this rectangular prism would be 5 times 2 times 4, which is 40. And so the volume is 40 cubic feet. Well, let's go ahead and just fill this in. We're always starting up here at 40. And now we're changing our length, width, and height. So originally our length was 5, our width was 2, and our height was 4. So if our new length is twice as long, that means it's going to be 10. Our new width is twice as long, that means it's going to be 4. Our new height is 3 times as long, that's going to be 12. So 10 times 4 times 12 is 480. And we do new over old. We do 480 over 40. And we get 12. Here 3 times as long, so 5 times 3 is 15. No change, we're still at 2. Twice as long, we're at 8. 15 times 2 times 8 gives us 240. And if we do 240 over 40, we get 6. And down here, 4 times as long, so instead of 5, we're at 20. Half as long instead of 2, we're at 1. And 3 times as long instead of 4, we're at 12. 20 times 1 times 12 is 240. And we've already said that 240 over 40 equals 6. Let's see if we can spot a pattern. Well, twice as long, and 3 times as long. Well, 2 times 2 is 4 times 3 is 12. 3 times as long, no change, twice as long. So 3 times 2 makes 6. And 4 times half as long and 3. So 4 times a half is 2, times 3 is 6. So instead of going, let me change each dimension and figure out the new volume, I could have simply done, for the first one, I could have done 40 times 10 times 2 times 2 times 3 and gotten 480. Or 40 times 3 times 1 times 2 and gotten 240. Or 40 times 4 times a half times 3 and gotten 240. So instead of actually figuring out the changes in all my dimensions, I could just simply multiply by what the changes are. And in fact, that's our conjecture. You multiply by the changes. Let's go and look at number 2. Suppose the volume is 360. Okay, what if one of the dimensions was twice, the second was 3 times, and the third was half? Well, I can just do 360 times 2 times 3 times 1/2 and get 1080. Look at example number 3. Suppose the volume is this. What would be the new volume if one dimension was half, the second one doubled, and the third one did not change? So 54 on the cube root of 3 times 1/2 times 2 times 1. Well, 1/2 times 2 is 1 times 1 is 1. And so this is just going to equal 54 on the cube root of 3. So very simple. The key word that you need to look for is that they say if the dimensions doubled. That means all three dimensions doubled. Then it's going to change times 2 to the third. So make sure you're paying attention to the wording so that doesn't confuse you. Ultimately, this should be a very easy assignment. Good luck on it, and have a good day.